podcast. That's Neff. I'm Unk. Man, how you been doing, man?
Good.
You've been having a good week so far?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, good, man. Hey, so we're coming off a 22-10 victory over the Los Angeles Rams. A dominating performance by the Dallas Cowboys defense. Pedestrian, to say the least, by the offense, but that's where we are right now.
That's where we are.
So, hey, we'll take a win. Like Nate Newton says, a win is a win.
Oh, a win is always... There is no ugly wins in the NFL.
No. If you win a game in the NFL, chalk that bad boy up, and we're on to the Eagles.
We're on to the Eagles.
As a matter of fact, let's just dive right into those filthy Eagles, man. Right. Jalen Hurts is probably gonna be an issue just because he can use his legs.
Right.
And he can get outside the pocket. He can create. Where do you want to start? You want to start with on the Eagles'
offense?
On
their offense.
You want to start on offense? Okay.
Right.
The main, in regards to the quarterbacks, obviously Dak's not playing. If Dak was playing in this game, we would have the upper hand. But the Eagles have the upper hand right now because Jalen's better than Cooper.
Right.
He gives them the best chance to win the game. So we're going to have to contain him. Do you anticipate us putting a spy on him?
I can see us kind of like, because, our pass rush likes to get upfield.
Yes.
And at times that's kind of burned us a little bit,
right.
In the running game.
Yeah.
So I could see us showing pressure initially.
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of bracketing him into the pocket.
Yes, make him throw.
I think Dan Quinn's going to make this guy throw, and yes, we're going to put a spy on him at times during this game.
Yeah, not all the time.
Look out for Donovan Wilson, Jaron Curse to be those guys that kind of, spy him.
Exactly.
He's thrown for 4 touchdown passes.
Right.
That's right. He's a hell of a runner.
Right.
This guy's been running wild on teams. He's scoring a lot of touchdowns with his legs. Yeah. Everybody, what is it that they said the other day when he was playing that he squatted 500 pounds,
right. Yeah.
In college. So,
strong,
this guy is a strong,
yeah.
He has a strong base and core.
Right.
So, he's going to be an issue in short yardage situations. The bread and butter of this team is let's get teams in third and 8.
Right.
3rd and 7, 3rd and 10.
Yeah, get him in third
this
long
team
situation.
tees off. This defensive line starts to tee off.
That's it.
They can present a lot of issues.
Yeah.
Let's make, I know the story is teams want to make Cooper Rush play. Let's make Jalen Hurts play.
Make Jalen play from the pocket. Like if you get it, and I know I'm going to keep bringing up Dak because he's our quarterback. But if you get into a shootout between him and Dak, Dak's going to win that every time. Let him get into a shootout. Not necessarily Cooper Rush get into a shootout with him, but keep Jalen in the pocket. Make him throw. Make him have to
play
throw
from behind.
Exactly, because now their running game, or that's the defense. They have a decent running game. The way you mentioned how our guys like to get upfield, we're gonna have to play disciplined football. We're gonna have to stay in our gaps because in the middle we've been not allowing teams to run on us in the middle.
It's around the perimeter.
It's on the perimeter, on the outside.
Did a better job this past weekend.
Exactly.
Granted, the Rams ain't the best, rush offense.
Yeah.
Now, that leads to another thing. We're going to have to play real discipline. I don't know if you've seen that Coach McCarthy cut practice short.
Yeah, like 25
He wanted
minutes.
to focus more on the classroom because this team, they like to move around a lot, and they like to screen you to death.
They like to screen you. We're going to see a bunch of screens.
Especially with this tight end.
Yep. Dallas Goedert.
Yeah, so, look out for him in the screen game.
Yeah.
Him, Miles Sanders.
Yeah.
They've upgraded at wide receiver with A.J. Brown.
Yeah, he's
they
a
got
beast.
Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
They
got some
talent.
weapons, man.
They
got
got
some
weapons.
talent.
There's no question, no doubt about it.
There's a reason they're 5-0.
They're 5-0 for a reason.
Yeah.
They're playing at home.
Yeah.
In Philadelphia, Sunday night football.
Prime time, man.
These Philadelphia fans, they're gonna be rocking over there.
They're the. I know this probably ain't part of it, but they're the those fans are the most terrible fans in all sports.
Oh, without a doubt.
They're the most terrible fans in all sports. But yeah, it's Friday, like it's Saturday or Sunday Night Lights. It's gonna be prime time. It's a big game, man.
It's a big game. You know, I'm looking at it like this. They got all the pressure on them.
That's right.
We're playing with the backup quarterback.
Yeah.
We're not even supposed to be 4-1 right now. They're trying to, you know, tackle the nemesis of Dallas that's been in their way here lately. We have a better record than them.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken, in our last 10 games, it's like 8-2.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, they got a lot of things to tackle and hurdles to overcome facing us.
Yeah.
We're playing with house money right now.
That's it.
You know, offensively, they're going to do that. We want to keep them out of short yardage situations. Right. That's when they can get the RPO things involved. And Jalen Hurts is, you know, he's either running or putting it in Miles Sanders' gut, letting him run for it. You know, he's showing run and throwing the quick screens. So, you know, we got to play disciplined defense in football.
And for the most part, we have been.
We have been.
You can toss that Tampa game out the window. For this defense, this Cowboys defense right now is the best in football,
without a doubt.
Without a doubt. So, we should be able to bottle up Jalen, keep him in the pocket, make him throw, don't give him those easy passes.
And he threw 2 weeks ago. He threw a pick six against the Jags.
Right.
He threw a gift to the Cardinals. They just didn't catch it.
Exactly.
So, he's gonna throw us the football one time in this game. Yes, it's his third year.
So he's still a young quarterback.
As DeMarcus Lawrence said, yeah, he's getting better, but he's got a lot of flaws in his game too still,
Exactly.
So hopefully we can expose those.
Right.
But moving on to their defensive side of the ball, they also present issues on that side. They've been a strong unit. I personally don't see any weaknesses on their defensive side.
Right.
I don't know if there's an area you could just say they're weak there, attack it.
That's what Nick Eatman was saying, or maybe it was Rob Phillips was saying. It was Nick Eatman. Their defense is good too, man. They got a good defense, which kind of scares me a little bit. If we can't get our running game going, we're gonna put this on the shoulders of Cooper Rush. So we're gonna have to. Kellen's gonna have to stay disciplined. He's gonna have to just. You're gonna have to run the ball.
You're gonna have to run the ball.
Yeah. Regardless.
To keep us in this game.
Basically
what they have been doing.
Right.
Because their defense is gonna.
They got Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham on that defensive line. They got Darius Slay
in the back
cornerback.
End. They got solid safeties back there. Their linebackers are solid.
Yep.
I mean, they got an all-around solid group.
Yeah.
If there's any weakness, I guess it's maybe running the ball, but they're going to try to choke down on that run.
They're going to try to choke down on us.
They got the corners to play man out there. Yeah. I could see Darius Slay following CeeDee Lamb around. With that being said, running game, Zeke has always been good against Philadelphia.
He has been an Achilles heel to the Eagles.
He has always been, a thorn in their ass, so to say. Michael Gallup.
He's back.
Look out for him to have a big game.
Yes.
If they're giving us man coverage, we need to take our shots
down the field. Shots down the field when they're there.
Similar to the Redskins game, because I could see this playing out like the Redskins choked our run game.
Right.
They took our running game.
Commanders.
Yeah, the Commanders, I'm sorry. The Commanders have took our running game out.
Right.
When they played us, they took it out, and we were able to make them pay downfield. Can we do that against a stout secondary with Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Can Cooper Rush make the throws when needed?
Right.
And
he can. He's shown that he can.
He's shown that he can. He hasn't hurt us.
He hasn't hurt us. Which, by the way, Dak hasn't been ruled out of this game yet.
Right.
So he would be practicing his status was to limited. So
yeah, he was.
But we do anticipate upgraded to limited. But we do anticipate Cooper Rush to play.
As we talked about last week, he's got to go through quarterback school, which he went through today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's been throwing. He threw after practice yesterday. Right. Went to quarterback school today, and then he threw a little bit after practice today as well. Yeah. And now there's one that he actually threw during practice. Right. And CD Lamb said he looked good, but he wouldn't say any more.
Right. He wouldn't give. He wouldn't give any other additional information.
Real, on the hush right now.
That's right.
When it comes to Dak and his thumb injury.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it's gonna come down to if Cooper Rush plays, it's gonna come down to can we do the same things that we've been doing? Can this defense dominate the Eagles? The Eagles have a strong front, but they're facing injury issues right now. They got a banged up offensive line. Lane Johnson's banged up.
Yep, that's right.
I believe their starting guard is banged up. It's either their guard or center.
Yeah, they're missing.
Kelsey is dealing with an ankle right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay, so yeah, because I heard that he left practice, wincing in pain. So they got some
Lane Johnson.
Right? That's Lane Johnson. So they got some issues on the offensive line that the Cowboys should exploit.
Okay, so Fletcher Cox had the day off. AJ Brown had the day off. It's Jason Kelsey, their starting center, is dealing with an ankle.
Yeah, he's limited.
Jordan Mailata, he's got a shoulder. Tackle. That's their tackle. Their guard, Isaac Samalo.
Ankle.
He's dealing with an ankle. And then, as you mentioned, Lane Johnson walked off the practice field, earlier in the game. So, these guys are banged up right now.
Yeah.
Now, Sunday night's a long way from now.
Right.
It's a lot of time from now and then for these guys to rest up and play, but, keep an eye on that.
That's right.
If their offensive line isn't at full strength against this Dallas defensive front, they're going to struggle.
Yeah, they're going to get after it.
There's nothing that we've seen so far that tells us otherwise.
Exactly.
They're going to get after him.
Yeah, they're going to get after
him. But yeah, I mean, as far as that goes, I like our matchup there.
Yeah, definitely. We especially with those guys being out, and I liked our matchup even if they were playing regardless, because our defensive line, we come in waves. Dan Quinn has these guys coming in waves, so every time like that starting group comes out, the second group could be starting somewhere.
Right.
What I mean? That's how good this and deep this defensive line is. They're going to get after Jalen Hurts, which is why you want to keep them inside the pocket. Don't let them get outside and scramble and make plays.
Stop the run.
Stop the run. This
is one of the best run teams in the league.
Yeah, you stop the run, you can kind of limit their offense.
I want to point to another thing. Their starting kicker, Jake Elliott, did not play last week.
Okay.
He's dealing with an ankle himself.
Wow, so that's
big time stuff in games like this.
Absolutely.
I know it's just a kicker, but you guys, we talked about it last week with our snapper.
Yeah.
And it showed up.
Right away.
Yeah. It showed up.
Yeah.
Did our snapper, he cost us a point.
Yeah. Points matter, man. I don't care how 1, 2, 3 points. I mean, you got to have them. So
that's
if
what
their
these games
kicker's
come
out,
down to.
it comes down to points. So that's big time for them if their kicker was out.
Keep an eye out on that. If their kicker doesn't play, that can.
It might come down to a field goal.
It can come down to a field goal.
Absolutely. So yeah, we're gonna have to keep them bottled up. They got a good defense. I think I read on one of the other podcasts they talked about that's deep. Their defense has given up a couple 100-yard to 100-yard games to a couple of teams. So they'll give up the run a little bit. They're gonna try to bottle us down, but we should be able to run on these guys.
We should be able to.
Yeah.
Now again, are we going to? We'll find out Sunday night.
We'll find out
because
that's the recipe for our success.
They're not a slouch when it comes to their defensive.
That's right.
We'll see. You might wake up Sunday morning to Jay Glazer reporting that Dak Prescott might suit up. that he's a game time decision. We don't know.
That'd be big time. We don't know.
These guys, Mike McCarthy is known for gamesmanship.
That's it.
You know.
That's it.
That's
it. I mean, I don't want to go off the deep end with this, but Dak gives us the best chance to win. Now, I think me and you have pointed out
why he does.
Yeah, if you put Cooper Rush and this offense with this Dallas defense from last year. No.
Oh no. Okay, you're saying if
you take Cooper right now in this offense, the way it's being ran, with Dallas's defense from last year, even a year prior to that, we're sitting at 1-4. We're not winning.
And I'm sorry that the conversation has switched over.
Yeah.
To this quarterback thing we got going on right now. It's great conversation.
Yeah.
But it needs to be talked about.
It has to be.
Dak is getting close.
Yes.
And Troy Aikman just came out today. I forgot what radio interviewed him, what radio station it was. But he came out and said it's something to think about.
Right.
If Cooper Rush comes out Sunday night and wins this game.
Right.
Regardless of what numbers he puts up. And I get it.
I understand.
From a team standpoint,
right.
It's reason for pause, and it's reason for debate, and it's reason for conversation to be held.
And I think that's why
coaching meetings.
Aikman brought it up like that. I think that's what he meant. He didn't mean Cooper is better than Dak. He just meant you ride the high hand.
With him
it happened with
90s.
him in the 90s. And with Jimmy didn't want to pull. Is it Berline?
It was Berline. He started a playoff game.
He started a playoff game.
You know, and Troy wanted to play. He was pissed off.
Yeah. We ended up losing that playoff game. But
it's for the betterment of the team.
Right.
And if Cooper Rush is truly the best option right now for the team to win games as a whole unit, I'm all for it.
Right.
I want to see this team win games.
Exactly.
But when you're thinking down the line, we're gonna need Dak Prescott.
Maybe
Cooper Rush goes out there this weekend and throws for 324 and 3 touchdown passes.
If he does
and this conversation next week just completely switches to Dak's our best option to I don't know.
Yeah.
You know,
if he does that.
Has he done anything to warrant that? No, absolutely not. I'm gonna get into that. I want to go over that with you guys. Right now, we currently are tied for 27th in the league with 17 points per game. Just under 18, 17.8.
That's not production, man.
26th in the league.
Can't win
total
like that.
Yardage per game, 312, just under 313 at 312.8. Third down percentage. We are ranked 30th in the league.
We're completing 30% on third down. You cannot, if you have a defense like we have, yes. But as Nate Newton always says, at some point the offense is going to have to start producing because you put a lot of stress on your defense. You do. You put a lot of stress on your defense when your offense isn't producing.
Where is it that the Eagles play? Lincoln Financial?
Yeah.
Is that okay? When you go to a Lincoln Financial to a 5-0 Philadelphia Eagle team, and that city's rocking, not to mention the Philadelphia Phillies are in the playoffs.
Exactly.
So they're already a hostile fan base.
Yeah.
They're going to be going nuts out there.
Yeah.
The worst thing we can do is let them get off to a hot start.
That's it.
And then we play behind with this offense.
You cannot play behind from this offense.
I just read it off to you guys. We're not a very good offense. We haven't been making mistakes.
We're last in total touchdowns.
Which is most important. How many touchdowns?
6. We got 6 total touchdowns.
In 5 games.
In 5 games. We're last. Tied for last.
Now, some will say, well, we didn't score against the Bucs when Dak Prescott played. You know, some people are going to say that, and yes, that's true. Mm-hmm. You know, we went in there with Houston as one of your starting receivers.
Right.
I'm sorry, what's his first?
Dennis Houston.
Dennis Houston was one of your starting receivers.
An undrafted rookie free agent.
An undrafted rookie free agent.
Yeah.
That being said, your offense, you had a rookie left tackle. His first ever game going against Shaquille Barrett.
Right.
Your left guard got hurt. Your starting left guard got hurt. Connor McGovern got hurt.
Your offensive coordinator called a terrible game.
Your offensive coordinator called a terrible game.
And Dak did have a bad game.
And Dak had a bad game.
He had a bad game.
All of that
yeah,
is the results you get. I know we're sounding like a Dak apologist right now.
Not necessarily, because we just said he had a bad game, too.
And I don't want to spend too much time on what he did and judge that. If we're going to judge him off of one game, we need to judge the whole team off of that one game, which doesn't make sense. So we're not going to do that.
No, we can't do that. Not one game.
That being said, we need this guy to come back, and we need him to play like the Dak Prescott we know he can play like.
Exactly. Because he's going to give you more production than this. Tied for 27th in the league, points per game, 26 total yards. You're 30th on third down conversions percentage, 30.2. Like, if you can't convert on third down, that means your defense is going back out there.
And I want to do something fun, with everyone watching.
Right.
Comment below.
Yeah.
I mean, just, for the fun of it. Comment.
Let us hear what you got to say.
If your team Dak, comment Prescott. If your team Rush, comment Rush Hour.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's make it fun too. We want to see where y'all's minds are at with this too. We're just here to bring, some facts.
That's it.
To the to the whole debate.
Exactly.
And some facts to the games.
Right.
That we're going into.
Right.
These previews are based off facts and not fiction.
That's it. We bring facts, numbers, information. This ain't about feelings. It is what it is. Your offense is not the offense. It goes back to the strength of this team used to be the offense. It shifted.
And Coach McCarthy has said they've recognized that.
Absolutely. And they're playing to the strength of that. When Dak comes back, do we want him throwing it 40 times a game? Absolutely not. We still want to run the ball 25, 30 times a game between Pollard and Zeke. When the Cowboys run the ball 25 times or more in the last 14 games, they're 14-0, man. 14-0. So we want to run the ball. You got a balanced offense. We want Dak to maybe throw that ball maybe 30 times a game. Maybe 2 or 3 passing touchdowns. That's production. Keep the chains moving. That's what Dak gives you. So when he comes back, it should be better. It should elevate.
And, Dak, you got to come back, and you're going to have to play well.
Yeah. You're going to have to – don't be holding on to the ball. Yeah,
there's really no excuses.
There's no excuses.
We'll get into that
when
they – deem him healthy enough to play.
Right.
Now, he was just upgraded.
Right.
To, is it doubtful?
Limited? Yeah.
Okay, so tomorrow the final injury report comes out. Or is that Saturday? I think it's tomorrow.
I think it's on Friday.
The final injury report comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that's going to tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
He's probably not playing.
Playing.
They're probably saving him for Detroit.
Probably.
But while we were on Coach McCarthy, I want to stay on that because it seems like he's got his thumb on this team. He's got his print, going on this team. I like the things that he's been doing with this team.
Same.
I want to talk about the penalties. We haven't
been.
And that's a great thing with this football
team.
It
is. You win games when you don't get penalized. And
what do we always talk about with this team? Dating back to last year. We kept shooting ourselves in the foot. Mm-hmm. We led the league in penalties. Yeah. We were turning the ball over. That's just a recipe for disaster.
Exactly.
We're playing disciplined football right now.
Fingers
crossed.
Yes, he stressed that. He stressed that going into the offseason. That was going to be one of the main things that he worked on.
He deserves credit for it.
He definitely deserves credit for it. Man, I think we may have said this in the last podcast, but if you want to criticize him, give him negative criticism when things are going bad, that's fair because we were very penalized last year.
Right.
But if he cleans it up and like you say, he's got his thumb on the pulse of this defense or this team, you got to give him credit where credit's due. I see a lot of Cowboys fans on social media Or they'll give credit to Dan Quinn. I've read that, this is Dan Quinn. He's because of the defense, not because of McCarthy. Well, McCarthy hired him. You know, he fired Mike Nolan and he hired Dan Quinn. You have to give him credit for that hire. He hired him.
Absolutely.
So he's not. You can't have it one way.
He hired Bones Foster. The special teams unit has been doing an amazing job right now.
They have gotten better since Bones. The special teams unit has gotten better every year, man. I mean, every year. So it's a team effort. Football is the ultimate team sport. So
I mean, Maher is an unsung hero of this team.
What do you call him?
Money Maher.
Money Maher,
and they've started calling him that as well. Before we close out, I want to do our pick'em.
Okay.
I want to go through our pick'em.
Okay.
And then we'll pick our game last.
Right.
And we'll give our predictions and final score.
Okay.
I also want to do like a crazy prediction of the game.
Okay.
You know, and if you're watching, drop in the comment section your crazy prediction of the game. Starting tonight, Commanders Bears. It's a tough game to pick.
They're both trash. I'll get.
Exactly. That's what makes it tough.
But give me the Bears. They're playing at home.
I'm gonna take the Commanders.
Okay.
Okay. Ravens Giants. Giants are home.
That's a sneaky good game, man. Give me the Giants.
I'm gonna take the Ravens in a nail biter.
Okay.
Jaguars Colts. Colts are home.
Give me the Colts.
I'll take the Colts. Patriots Browns.
Pats.
I'm going Pats too. Bengals Saints. Saints are home.
Give me the Bengals, man. The Saints they're struggling.
They're struggling. I'm gonna go New Orleans.
Cause they're at home. I know it's hard to win.
They pulled one out last weekend, and they're at home. Buccaneers Steelers. Pittsburgh at home.
Oh man, give me the Bucks. The Steelers are terrible this year.
I'm gonna take Tom Brady.
Yeah.
49ers Falcons. Falcons are at home.
Man, they're coming off a tough loss. Give me the Falcons, man.
This is my upset of the week. Okay. This is the Falcons. They're a competitive team.
They're very competitive, man.
They play Tom Brady tough.
Absolutely.
Jets Packers. That's a good game.
The Jets are sneaky good. Aaron's coming off a loss. Give me Aaron, man. Give me the Packers. I just don't see him losing.
I'm gonna go to Jets. The Jets got a young, talented team.
They do. Playing inspired
Sauce
football.
Gardner, he's one of my favorite players in the NFL right now.
He's good. So the Jets are good.
Vikings Dolphins. Tua is not playing, or Teddy, but they're home. Miami.
Give me Vikings.
I'm gonna go Vikings.
Yeah.
Panthers Rams. Los Angeles is home.
Rams.
I'm gonna go Rams. They're gonna bounce back.
Yeah.
This is a good one. Cardinals Seahawks. Seahawks are home.
Give me the Seahawks, man.
I'm gonna take Seattle too. Okay. This might be the game of the week. This game and our game. Mm-hmm. Bills, Chiefs, and Arrowhead.
Oh man, that is gonna be a good game.
This is a rematch of the AFC Championship.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it is not a rematch of the AFC Championship.
Oh yeah,
of the divisional round game.
Yeah, the divisional round because it's the Bengals played.
But it is a potential matchup in the AFC Championship this year. Flip a coin.
Flip a coin on this one. I say it ends in a tie.
You can't pick a tie. Okay. I'm not letting you off.
Give me the Chiefs are home.
Chiefs are home.
You know what? Give me the Bills.
I'm gonna go Kansas City at home. Andy Reid is.
Yeah, but I'll take the Bills.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the Monday night game before we choose our game. Broncos Chargers. Chargers at home.
Give me the Chargers.
I'm going to Chargers as well. Okay, that's our game. Sunday night football. 7:20 kickoff.
7:20 kickoff on NBC. Lincoln Financial. Cowboys Eagles. Man, you guys know I'm picking the Cowboys, man.
Why are you picking the Cowboys? Look, outside of you being dressed like
yeah. First of all, I'm like Nate Newton. I never pick against them. Yeah, unless I know that the damn team is just terrible. But I always think we have a chance. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm picking us because our defense, we have a better defense. I think that we'll be able to keep Jalen in the pocket. If we make him throw from the pocket, that gives us a great chance for our pass rush to get there. We'll be able to stop their run. We'll put up just enough points to win just because our defense will keep them out of the end zone. They got a kicker situation. He may miss some field goals. That'll keep us in the game. So I'm going Cowboys 21, Eagles 13.
3 touchdowns. Crazy prediction of the game.
Crazy prediction of the game. Dorrance Armstrong gets another block. He blocks a field goal.
I like it.
He blocks a field goal.
I'm gonna go. This game I've went back and forth all week. Early in the week I was thinking I can see the Cowboys embarrassing them, and I still can.
Right.
I can see it. But man, the Eagles got a good defense, and just the deficiencies we went through with our offense, and ran down through, that worries me. I'm gonna say 20-13 Eagles. I think that those deficiencies are gonna show up over there
with our offense.
I think that they're gonna show up. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
So this will be the first game this season that a team scores 20 points on us?
It may be. Okay. Just because of the deficiencies of our offense.
Right.
Yeah. We got to stay on the field. If you want to hear my crazy prediction of the game, the only touchdown we're going to score is Kevontae Turpin on a punt return.
I like that.
We're going to be sitting up here we're not going to be because we're going to win. Yeah. But this is me thinking with my head. My heart, we're going to win.
Yes, of course.
With my head, 2013 Eagles.
Okay.
They got to come back here, though.
Yeah.
And we'll be at full strength later in the year when it really counts.
I had a splitting anyway. So, if this may be it. But we got, and I know about the close the show. We got to get Kevontae Turpin involved. Like Kellen Moore, you got to find a way to get this guy involved in the offense. Man.
I'm glad you brought that up.
This is ridiculous.
I'm glad you brought that up for the reason of it's gonna take some trickery this weekend.
Look to them using Kevontae.
Look for some trickery.
Some jet sweeps.
And look out for Bones Fossil, a fake punt. If we win, mark my words. There will be trickery involved. Yes,
there will be some trickery involved. That's what makes it fun too.
And we will open up the show next week talking about it.
Let's go. That
being said, go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in to the Uncle Nev Podcast. We'll see y'all next week, man.
Absolutely.